Yeah.
People say, how do you manage your business and your marriage? Like, I failed.
Yeah.
That's one of the, if I say there's one thing that I did really poorly, was balancing marriage and business.
What's going to help is say, how did you fix it?
Okay. So how did I fix it? First of all, how did I fail? Like, really and truly, I love what I do. I love, I'm so blessed in life that I my purpose, my drive, the thing I love to do, I get to do. So I love helping people. I love giving people financial advice. I love making people smile, and I love being on the stage. I'm just an extrovert. I've just always been that way. Do you know what I mean? So I love doing what I do and doing it and having the impact that I have. But it became a drug, bro. I was addicted. Like, man will just email you, oh, we've got an event on Saturday and it's Friday. And I'll be like, oh, okay, let's cancel everything we were going to do. And then I'll say it in the name of, oh, it's my business. Bro, they're not even paying me the right check. And they're coming last minute. But just to be on the stage, just to get the buzz, just to be out there, just because I was scared to say no. How can I say no?
Yeah. Yo, people, welcome back to the Bread and Butter podcast. You're here with myself, Tayo.
And myself, Eman.
And yes, we are back in the building, Eman and I. And yeah, we've got a very special episode for you, man.
Come on.
An episode that proves that we're listening to you guys.
Yeah, we love that.
This is two-way convo.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. Do you know what I mean? Even though we record this, just you and I in the studio, we seep through the comments, we listen to you guys and we hear you.
Yeah.
And we had a very interesting comment that got reinforced, actually, by a few other people. And the question was, and hopefully this actually encourages you, before I get into it, encourages you guys to comment about what you want to hear about, because as you know, Eman and I are very transparent. Our lives and what we do is out there on socials, and we do it all to help people and give them insights. And hopefully this episode gives insight, because we were asked, how has it been juggling a business and everything that we do, but also being successfully married through all of those years, right?
Yeah.
And Eman, for you, you recently celebrated your anniversary. How many years?
14 years now.
Shy, we thank God.
Yeah, we thank God.
You have to clap that one up. I have to clap that one up.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. And I guess it's a valid question, right? What has it been like? How has it been juggling it? How has everything that you've achieved been like through marriage, innit? So I guess I could start it off and maybe I'll ask you a question, innit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like the first few years of marriage, right? What was that like? To give some insight, like what was any challenges you had, any wins you had with what you know you wanted to achieve?
Yeah.
Were you sure about what you wanted to achieve? Were you still figuring things out when you got married, basically?
Yeah, I think that's
and sorry to jump in as well. Who did Mims marry at that point? Who were you at that point?
Yeah, good question. I think at the time that me and Mims, when we got married, I was living in my parents' house. She was living in her parents' house. So this is the first time, I mean, she went away for uni. I didn't even go away for uni. So I'd never lived full-time on my own.
Yeah.
I'd always lived at home. And because I went Greenwich, so I stayed at home for uni. So this is the first time I'm got my own house. I'm doing everything myself. I was a financial advisor at the time, doing well, making a good enough income for the both of us. So I could pay all the bills and stuff like that off our one income. It's only one other person, right? So it wasn't that difficult. So we got our own place. But even at that time, I'm still trying to find out what I don't even know who I was. Like I knew I'm a financial advisor, but I knew I wasn't really enjoying being a financial advisor in that environment. But then also the environment was changing because of the financial crisis that was happening at the time. So there was loads of different moving parts that you're not really in control of. Obviously, we got married and it wasn't necessarily roses and sunshine. Do you know what I mean? People was upset and so forth. There were family tensions, so that was a lot. Then we didn't know Mims was still coming through her immigration stuff, so we didn't know she was going to go back to work now that she finally got her papers and she could work. If she was, what was going to happen? Then we found out that she's pregnant. Like we're talking,
it's a flurry of stuff, right?
Talking this is 3 months into marriage. Like
yeah,
we found out that she's pregnant. Like it's just like, oh my goodness, like you haven't got no choice. Everything is non-stop. Everything is happening one after the other. It's not in your control. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, so all of that did I feel like if I look back now, did I think I was ready to be a father? Probably not.
Mm.
But are you ever fully ready to, you know what I mean, do something you've never done before?
I don't
Like,
think so.
how?
People often ask like when we have friends that have children as well. I always say that people ask me like, "You ready?" It's like, how can you be ready, bro?
Yeah.
Never had a baby before. What could you? I'm trying to say. If you're asking, do I have like readies there to pay for bits and pieces, or have I bought like a baby grow? Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got a couple of baby grows, but
Yeah.
the real readiness you have to learn as you go along, right?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So that was that was the start. So I'd say our marriage life, I think our dating life was hectic, and then we got married, and it carried on being hectic. Do you know what I mean?
So I'll ask a question that some people may be asking that period, like, because there's a lot of men that maybe shy away from marriage because it can be a lot, and it was a
Yeah.
lot for you at that period, innit?
Yeah.
What was it that got you through that period? What made you persevere? What was it that made you go through it and got you here to today?
Yeah, I think there's a few things in that at that time. I think number one was marrying Miriam. Like, she's my best friend. I want to provide for her. I want her to have a better life. Obviously, knowing that, you know, she had gone through a hard life and so forth, I wanted that to stop. I wanted her life to become better, and I wanted to empower her and make sure she could enjoy life. So I feel like it was a big thing for me to take up the brunt of a lot of the things coming in, to try and shield her and protect her, so that, because I felt like she had been through a lot in life already. Um, then it was a case of, oh, we're gonna have a baby. I need to make sure that we're financially stable and we're gonna be able to manage this new transition that we're going into. Um, then it was trying to keep your job, like, you know, because I was employed those times, and you're trying to make sure that you keep your bosses happy and keep them happy, so you don't get sacked, because now you're like, I got a kid on the way.
Yeah.
I can't afford to get sacked.
Well, it's crazy, isn't it? Because it's like you're not at any more risk
No.
than before. But because the stakes are higher, now all of a sudden you're thinking, bro, I gotta keep my job.
Now your job means something a lot more now. Like,
Yeah.
whereas before, you're just like, oh, I'll just go get another one. I'll just
Yeah.
apply, get another one. Now it's like, oh no, like, what about the benefits? Like, what, do they get childcare vouchers? Do we get time off? Are they flexible so that I can, you know, help and be around and so forth? What are my hours like? Am I gonna have like, all of these things are now things that you're thinking about. So that was there. And then I think also just trying to make sure like, prove the naysayers wrong as well, innit? A lot of people felt like we weren't gonna last, or our marriage wasn't gonna work, and that's why I thank God every year. Like, I don't play the anniversary, like, because it's just like, you lot thought we wouldn't even make past 2 years.
Yeah.
Here we are, 14 years later, 4 kids. Do you know what I mean? And thriving. So it means a lot to me. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
there were a lot of people that didn't think it would work, didn't think we should be together, didn't think, and those that, you know, thought, oh, she's just with you because you got money or whatever, or because she wants to get her papers. She's still here.
Yeah.
She's been having her papers years ago. Like, if she wanted to leave, she could have left a long time.
Yeah.
Like, we actually love each other, and we're together, and we knew that, and they didn't. But I feel like over time we've proved that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those are a lot of the things going through your mind, and so forth.
Yeah.
What about you though? What was it like for you?
Yeah. Before I go into what it was like for me, I'd say that that's big because I think it's important for a lot of men in particular to
Yeah.
hear, because what you've basically said is that you knew who you were marrying and who you loved, and you cut out the noise,
Yeah.
and that was your priority. Because sometimes I feel like with all the best intentions, men know that they might love a woman,
Yeah.
but they're hesitating to marry because of the outside pressures of how much they need to be earning, or the outside pressures of how much they should be spending on a ring
Yeah.
or on a wedding, and they're delaying for those reasons basically. But to my experience when I first got married, I think that I got married in 2019, and who was I when I got married? Look, I would say when I got married, I found my feet a bit more.
Mm.
I think that I had three properties when when I got married. Antoinette and I had bought one together just before we got married,
Yeah.
which was going to be our marital home. One thing that really was really interesting when we got married, actually, we got married and we moved into our marital home that we already owned after marriage. And within 2 months, we decided we were going to move. again and buy a property.
Well,
And that meant that we was having a wedding and buying a house in the same year. And it's funny, I remember speaking to the boys at Property Strat and stuff like that. And I remember in 2020, they was asking, what's your plans for this year? And I said, recovery from the previous year after buying a house and
Yeah.
getting married. But I say that to say, because we're speaking about marriage, the reason why I'm bringing that up is that very early on into marriage, I got my first experience of, do you know what, as the head of the household, I've got to be the one to take risks and take this family somewhere.
Yeah.
But I also learned something that's very, very important as well. The person whose the responsibility lies on the shoulders and that is maybe navigating through and taking a risk to be better for the family is as important as the person to say, yes, I'm with you. And a lot of people that aren't married don't understand how important that yes, I'm with you is. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
I feel like a partnership is so, so important. And even though there's someone who's got all these weird and wacky ideas, it's so important to have someone that's just aligned with you. And that's Antoinette for me, on the same wavelength. And it's like, yes, we can do this, because that's when stuff happens. And it's why you see like partnerships and things like that work so well.
Yeah.
There's only so much that can be done in isolation. Sometimes you need a soundboard, someone to bounce something off of and just hear you out. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that's beautiful about a marriage. And I feel like Antoinette and I were able to kind of experience that very, very early on in a marriage and just go for it. And I think that that's kind of set the tone on how we've done stuff. So when it comes to like, I don't know, yo, babe, I think I'm going to leave work. Or, yo, babe, I think, bro, I came back from, I went to Dubai for a week and Antoinette didn't really want me to go because I just come back from Cannes and stuff like that. It's like, trust me, I got an event out there, innit? And when I came back, it's like, yo, babe, I think we got to move. And it's just so important to say that, to have someone on the same wavelength. And you know, it wasn't abrupt, by the way. Like we spoke about things like that previously. But someone that's like, yeah, I believe in it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Let's do it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I think that's super, super important. And it's important to have someone that is on the same wavelength as you and is aligned with you.
Did having a long courtship, do you think that helped your marriage? Because I guess me and Miriam's one was quite short. We was about 2 years before we got married. You guys were together quite a long time. Do you think that length of time, knowing one another, getting to learn with one another, grow with one another, do you think that really helped you once you got married?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned, it was my best friend.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like sometimes I would say that I don't really know what life is without Antoinette, really.
Yeah,
to be honest with you. I don't really, and it's almost like sometimes to a fault, I see Antoinette and I as one so much.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And sometimes it means that I have to actively, okay, let me give you an example, yeah. I haven't even said it to Antoinette, so she can listen to this and hear it. But I see Antoinette and I as one so much, and naturally I'm someone, and I think I get it from like my older brother, I'll put other people first in it.
Yeah.
So sometimes I will ensure that someone else is good before me and Antoinette.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because we're one.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But that's fine, because all it means that I need to do, and I think that there's something super important in marriage, to be intentional. It just means that I intentionally, for no reason, just need to say that, listen, I'm doing this for Antoinette.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for Antoinette. Once in a while, just I'm being intentional. There's no reason behind this, because you can't always be waiting for birthday. Sometimes birthday at the right time.
Bro.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Bro.
Sometimes birthday at the right time. You can't always wait for birthday. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm someone who's like, I've always been, and Antoinette knows that as well. I've always been like, this is just for no reason in it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, and not even only monetarily, like just even with time or whatever it is, like just putting her first intentionally for no reason, basically. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No.
So, yeah.
I think it's vital. Like, if you want, and again, what you might say might put somebody else off.
Yeah.
But just don't marry them. Like, I feel like sometimes we feel the pressure of marriage, but we don't want to do the work that marriage entails.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes don't get married like, I want to get married, but I want to live separate lives. I want us to do, like, you know, that makes sense. Why get married then? You might as well just date.
Yeah.
And then you could do what you want and no one's going to say anything. If you want to get married, we're going together. We're saying that this journey, rather than going on our own, we want to go together on this journey.
Absolutely.
So that requires communication. That requires thinking about the other person. Like you said, I think that's something that I've always had to think about, is that I'm out here saving the world, but how much time am I giving to my wife?
You've got to be
How much time
intentional about it.
yeah, how much time am I giving to my kids? So again, you've got to be intentional. Hence why, like, I gave up my office and made my office the living room.
Yeah.
And trust me, and my kids are good. Like when I'm on meetings and stuff, they'll stay in their room. They'll be quiet. But because of that, it means when I finish my meeting, I can find out about their homework. I can if they've got a school something, I can put it in my diary, go there, come back home. I can be active and intentional as I want to be, because I made the intention of saying, look, I want to be where they are. And that's now. Listen, they're gonna get older. They're gonna become teenagers. I'll go back to my office then. They're not gonna. They never want to talk to me them times,
Yeah.
and that's cool.
Yeah.
We know that how it is. Do you know what I mean? But what's important is that at this time, while they're still in primary school, early secondary school, I'm around and I'm about, and I'm here for if they need anything. If anything happens, especially things like bullying or anything, I'm there. I'm picking them up from school. I'm ready and active. I think also with Miriam, it's like I give up time, bro. Especially I get so much comments. Eman, I need help. Eman, my kids are this. Bro, I've had people, oh, can you speak to my son is acting up? Can you speak to him for me? I've called them at all times. Bro, I had to start. I had to stop. That's why now, a lot of the time, it's not, I can't be commenting on the post. It can't be me. Because actually, I'm giving all this time to you lot. Do you know that while I'm sitting here replying to your comments, I'm ignoring everyone, my whole family.
The whole household.
My whole household is around me and I'm ignoring them.
Yeah.
At 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, there has to be a cutoff.
Yeah.
So it comes to the point where I'm like, you know what, actually, if people want my time and they really value my time and they want it, they'll pay for it.
Yeah.
If they don't want to pay for it, they can enjoy the free content. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
That's still there.
It's still there. And they can still learn and develop and grow off the free content without talking to me. But if they really want my help, my support, they want to talk to me and they want me to take time away from because that's what they're paying for. You're not just paying for the advice, you're paying for the time away that I now can't be at my kid's this, or I can't talk to my kid about that, or I'm not at home, or I'm not with my wife, or I'm not that's what you're paying for.
Yeah.
And I had to prioritize that, like you said, and make it, because it was affecting my marriage.
Yeah.
People say, how do you manage your business and your marriage? Like, I failed.
Yeah.
That's if I say there's one thing that I did really poorly, was balancing marriage and business.
What's going to help is say, how did you fix it? Okay.
So how did I fix it? First of all, how did I fail? Like, really and truly, I love what I do. I'm so blessed in life that I my purpose, my drive, the thing I love to do, I get to do. So I love helping people. I love giving people financial advice. I love making people smile, and I love being on the stage. I'm just an extrovert. I've just always been that way. Do you know what I mean? So I love doing what I do and doing it and having the impact that I have. But it became a drug, bro. I was addicted. Man will just email you, oh, we've got an event on Saturday and it's Friday. And I'd be like, oh, okay, let's cancel everything we were going to do. And then I'll say it in the name of, oh, it's my business. Bro, they're not even paying me the right check. And they're coming last minute. But just to be on the stage, just to get the buzz, just to be out there, just because I was scared to say no. How can I say no?
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing what I love. God bless me to be able to be in this position. How dare I say no? But what it was doing was just crippling. So now, big changes that I made is, number one, I allocate my kids' stuff and my family stuff in my diary, direct. So any teachers' parents' evening, any birthdays, anything that's important to my kids and they want me around, we put that in the diary. So any meetings will happen around that.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two, my wife has access to my diary. So also we started to use Calendly and block it out. So we know that these are the times you're committed to. We reduced it. Before, my calendar, you could book me from 9 till 9. And so we started closing it down to say, these are the times available, which meant people had to wait. And guess what? People
waited, yeah, of course.
Like before, I thought, how can someone, no, people wait. People wait. Yeah. And in fact, people want time to wait because they want to book you, but they still want to find all their financial information and all that, so that by the time they have the meeting, they're fully prepared. So they're using that time to really get ready. So they don't want to see you tomorrow. They want to see you in a few weeks' time so they can do the prep work to get the most out of the meeting. Yeah. And so as I started to realize that, as I started to say no to these, you want to book me for 250, for 300, for 500 pounds, me, it's impossible. Then I started to build my network. So then I now have young, aspiring financial influencers, so when they want to book me and they can't, I just say, oh no, I can't do it at that price. But this person can afford, and I'll give them an option. Yeah. And I'll put money in someone else's pocket. Do you know what I mean? And so, because I know that that £300-400, I'd rather not get that and spend that time with my kids.
Yeah.
That I can't. That's priceless to me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
If I'm gonna be away from them, then it needs to make sense. I then gave Miriam my diary so she can block out. So let's say now Miriam wants us to go for brunch. She can just block out my diary. We go. But also what I try to do, like every 2 weeks, I have a meeting with Mims just to go through what we're doing, what's happening, have a breakfast, so that at least we leave the house, we go out, we go to a nice place that we like to have breakfast. We have breakfast, talk about business, but also make sure the marriage is going well and things are going well. Intention
is so important. Like that's the biggest thing, and I think that one thing I was going to say is one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make about marriage, and I don't say that from someone who, oh, my marriage is perfect. It's just from something that I've learned with time and experience, is that one of the biggest mistakes people make is that you think you don't have to work on a marriage. I literally have to actively work on it. It's like gym. Like you can't go gym in 2024 and just stay hench for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like you have to go consistently, basically. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's the same thing as a marriage. Like you need to be consistent with it and intentional about it. And I think that intention is something that I do as well. Like, because the same as you, like I'm a workaholic, innit? And if it's up to me, I can just work, innit? But sometimes I notice when I've worked, and I need to be intentional about stuff. So even like on Friday, I knew that we had a flight. I knew that I wouldn't be able to get much work done. So what I did is I carved out time. I used the diary as well, right? Carved out time to A, give Antoinette a break, but B, take the kids to like soft play.
Yeah.
Was that soft play for like 3 hours. They had a blast. I enjoyed spending time with them. We come yard. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And things like that, just like intentionally carve out that time, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? You said something which I'm going to go right back to, which is super important, right? And it's something that a lot of people may kind of like inquire about. And it was the whole living separate lives thing. Like some people say they want to get married and they want to live the separate life thing, innit? And it's an interesting one, innit? Because depending on who you talk to, it can mean different things, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Your wife or your husband doesn't have to be your identity.
No.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
So I think that for people that are thinking about it in that way, it's kind of like, yeah, they don't have to be your identity. It's very, very important to spend time together at home, spend time together outside the house, innit? But they don't have to be your whole identity. There's certain things culturally that I abide to. So like, if you invite me somewhere, it's kind of like, yeah, you invite my wife as well, basically. Especially if it's a certain type of event.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, because we're one as well, biblically, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But it's like, you don't have to be tied at the hip in everything you do. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I think to speak to the separate lives thing, it can be very, very dangerous and harmful to your marriage.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that even simple things like, you don't want to be, and I don't want to say some people, I feel like when you say some people, it seems like you're looking down on people, innit? But in my opinion, you don't want to be in a scenario where you don't know your wife's friends and shit, they don't know your friends. Because you live separate lives. Like, what is that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like you want, it's very easy. People are so fickle that if your wife's friends only know your wife, they won't have your back.
Yeah.
But if they knew you, they'd be rooting for both of you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that builds over time. You can't have a wife. Some people may have a wife, yeah, and they've had a best friend for 7 years who you just don't know.
Crazy.
That doesn't make no sense.
No.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Same thing with like siblings is a massive one as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Where possible. I know it's not always possible. Yeah, we have to point out it's not always possible. But where possible, it helps a lot. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Bro, it's so important for me. Like the separate lives thing, I get it to a certain degree. I think you and Ants do it well. Like, I see Ants gone away with the girls. I see you gone away with the guy. Like you do that, but then you go away together and like you have a good balance.
Quick one, the guys that I've gone away with and the girls that she's gone away with, we've also been on group couple holidays. So everybody knows each other.
Everyone knows that, yeah, them facts, which is good. And so I think you guys do that really, really well. And it's something that, like, even like you said, your family and your husband and wife, it can't be identity. So I'm always telling Mims, like, speak to Ants, speak to Tinu, like, speak to Jess. Like, when they're going, follow them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, go away for like a weekend with the girls. Like, please, my kids will be fine.
Yeah.
Like, I know you think you're bad. I'm badder than you. Like, my kids don't. They even mess up because you're around. When you're not around, they're on best behavior. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry to jump in. That's a good thing as well, isn't it? Like, even though for us at the time, it's like, bro, it's calm, innit? Like, but it's a good thing because it shows that they care that much. Like, I remember early doors, like, when I'd split, we used to go away. I was like, you know what? I've been living by myself for a long time before, like, you came about. You know what I'm trying to say? But
good.
It's a good thing at the same time.
No, definitely. So I feel like that's important. Like, the problem is that one thing I find with the separate life thing is that as you grow older, you're going to develop and change. If you haven't grown together, you're going to grow apart. So the person I am today is very different from the person I was 14 years ago when I married my wife.
Yeah.
But because we've gone on a journey together, we've developed and changed together.
So important.
Whereas if we had separate lives and friends and circles and, do you know what I mean? We just meet each other in the house and that and we keep, because we want to keep it, we don't want to keep it, we want to keep it exciting and not boring. That's the thing that people think it'll be boring, it won't be exciting. What will we have to say if we're around each other all the time? Trust me, there's always something to say. But 14 years later, I'll be a different person, she'll be a different person. And you might realize, I don't even like the person you are now.
Yeah, you've grown, because nurture is a real thing.
Exactly.
Right? If you're growing around in different nurture and different kind of like environments, different values, you will just find you drift apart, right?
Exactly.
So I'm trying to say.
And then all of a sudden you're looking at me like, who is this guy? It's not the guy I married. And then I'm looking at you like, you're not the woman I married. And now it's divorce or it's separation or whatever. So for me, it's so important that, yeah, like you said, have your own identities, do your own thing. Like I've really encouraged Mims with the content. Like, it's great, yeah, it's great to do stuff together, but do your own content and do content that relates to you. Like, go to women's events. Like, I'm very lucky. I got a lot of high net worth, like high profile women, black women around me, and I'm so thankful to God that all of them love man's wife.
Yeah,
like, I mean, even clients. There's no client I have that I don't talk about my wife, and then they'll be like, "Oh, we're doing this event for this. Why don't you tell Mims to come along? Like, we'll give her a free ticket." Like, and so she's now, but she's not leaning into it. And I'm like, lean into it. Because, again, sometimes it's good to be around different people so you can see the balance. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, I rate ants highly. So I'm always like, Mims, like, be around ants. If you can just get a little 3-4% off ants, like, there's just things that ants does that I'm just like, it makes sense. Do you know what I mean? And so, and obviously that's from outside, right? You're with her all the time. So there's probably things you think, I wish you didn't do this or do. But for me, I just feel like there are certain qualities and it's like, just add them to your armor. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're great the way you are, but like, we can all improve and all get better over time.
And just as a whole as well, I think the overarching thing we can say is that it's also very important for, in my opinion, for married couples to have friends that are married couples as well.
Yes. Ooh.
Because the PR around marriage online is bad, right? But the truth is, you know what they say, like, planes that land safely don't make the news. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And if you are on an island and you don't have any peers that are married, you're just going to get all of that bad PR. And no matter what we think, even the most mentally strongest people, your environment can affect your scenario in one way or another. Even if you think that something is going to be more applicable to you, you're more susceptible to it just because you keep on hearing it over and over again, it can have an impact on you. So for me, it's very, very important for married couples to have married coupled friends as well.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think it's vital that you're around that, because just think there's just certain things that conversations you won't be having, and then other conversations you will be having that you wouldn't have if you weren't married. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's so important. Also, there's an understanding, right? So even we had Odo on the other day, and she was talking about like the way I talk to my man, I tell my friends, don't talk to their man the way. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Whereas I see a lot of single women online.
They'll tell you, this is how you're meant to talk to your man.
Come on. But they don't understand. Do you understand that? No, this is a relationship that we have.
We have. And it's very, very important to maintain that relationship. I can do it like this.
I can.
Don't go and mess up your thing. Because what happens is she's married, so she cares about your other thing there.
Exactly.
And she's got experience for herself. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But the thing is that sometimes if you only seek counsel from people that have no experience, like look, you want to, and it's by no means a slur on anybody else, is it? But if you're building a house with your bare hands, and you only seek counsel from people that have never built a house with their bare hands, you're finished.
Yeah.
You're finished, bro.
Yeah,
Do you know what
exactly.
I'm trying to say? And it's the same thing. And I think even one thing that's super important as well is that we speak about the highs, isn't it? But the struggles or the difficult parts,
Yeah.
it's important to have peers that you can speak about that with. And it's not even saying that I'm speaking about my marriage and blah, 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 but it's important to understand that this is normal.
Bro, I speak about my marriage, bro. Like, you know, I speak to my cousin S, and because he's got a good relationship with Mims, he don't let me slide on nothing.
Yeah.
Because he knows Mims,
He knows
her character.
Yeah, yeah.
So he'll be on to me, not, man, Mims is a good woman, don't try it.
Mm.
Like, because you know, as man them, when you're upset about something, if you just go around the man them, all the man them are just gonna have your side and be like, no, you know, women, da da da. He's not hearing none of that. It's like, no, I know Mims. Do you understand? And so what he'll then do, boom, he'll call Mims. Mims, spoke to Eman, da 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 da. Let me know your side. Boom, boom, boom. Then he'll come back to me, Eman, you need to do da da da. And we're cool. Everyone's got it off their chest. Everyone felt like they were able to explain and say what they need to say, and we move on. And vice versa. Like, his missus will call me and say, speak to your cousin, he's doing. And I know my cousin, I know how he is. Like, I know when he's in a mood, it's very difficult. It's very hard. But we've got a thing, like, and again, it's good to have these, like, we got a thing, no matter what. When I call him, he's gonna answer. If he don't answer, he's gonna call me back. Do you understand? So I know I'm gonna speak to him, and I know we have that accountability to one another. We've had that since we were kids. So it's one of those things where it's important to have people around you, because sometimes you can get stuck, especially if you're with this person all the time. You think, I know this person, so I know why they did this. I know why they did that. But actually, what you think is out of spite or out of whatever actually had nothing to do with that. That wasn't their intention. It just coincidentally happened after you had an argument or after something didn't go the way you wanted it. So it's so important to have people external that you can speak to and have conversations with. We have conversations about marriage and that, and I'm like, oh, you go through that as well, yeah?
Yeah, all right, cool. So
it's normal.
That is the truth. It's the truth. So yeah, I think it's super, super important, and hopefully we've given like a lot of insight into.
Yeah. And I think people might think, why we talk so much about marriage, but I think for me, my business didn't, even though it was doing well successfully, when my marriage wasn't going well, the business didn't feel like it was doing well.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's the heart of everything.
Like my marriage has to be in a good place for me to turn up to work as the best version of myself.
Yeah.
And be able to really deliver. If I'm at work thinking what she's saying or thinking about arguments that we're having and this and that,
bro,
I can't even be creative. I can't even do video. I can't do content. And I film stuff all the time. I can't do it. So I need to be in a good place in order to be able to do that.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's so important. Like, for me, my wife has to be happy for me to be able to just operate at.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's even a good thing because it allows me to prioritize her happiness.
Yes.
Then I can operate, because if she's not happy, I'm operating at a lower level, and that's just what it is.
That's
you get what I'm trying to say? That's just how it is, basically. So I think that's super, super important, and I think that hopefully that gives some insights to how marriage and this business can be, and it's very, very interesting as well, because for me, marriage did for me exactly what I thought it would do for me, which is I don't know how to put it. I don't think I can find the words for exactly what I'm saying. So I'm just going to say it just consolidated everything. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it kind of just brought everything into one, and it just gave everything a lot of focus, everything I was doing. And I think that's super important. And it just allowed me to just operate at a higher level. And I think that that's really what marriage does.
Yeah, no, definitely. So hopefully, yeah. Like, and again, hopefully you can see that if you guys write what you want us to talk about in the comments, we will do it. So definitely go in the comments, let us know your thoughts on this, but also any other topics you want, any other guests. Someone mentioned they wanted to get us they work in conveyancing and they want us to get a surveyor over. So I said, look, my boy David, I'm going to get him on to talk about that and so forth. So if you work in a certain industry and you want us to bring it on, we're here to help you develop and grow. So if there's someone in your industry that you think, you know what, I'd love to understand their story better, or, you know, really get them on, and we'll bring them on and everyone can learn, do you know what I mean, and develop and grow. So do let us know. Like, we're reading the comments, be interactive with us. Like, we're not just trying to be here just to like send information your way. You tell us what you want so we can make sure you get the right stuff.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. Eman, your W and L of the week.
Yeah, W, Ethan smashed school. Like, oh Lord, he's
a winner.
He's a winner. Absolute winner. Like, he smashed everything. Like, this last month, he went to do his trials at Bromley. For long jump. He won the long jump. He said, Dad, I'm gonna jump 2 meters. He said that to me in the morning. He jumped 2 meters.
Crazy.
Well, finished. Yeah, I think he finished second. Sorry, finished second in that. But now they told him they wanted to come and join the club. He just jumped it. He doesn't actually do any training. He just good at it, and he done really well in the javelin as well that they throw as well. Then obviously he's been head boy. He got voted, pupil of the year because he's year 6 now. He's leaving school. Got the best pupil of the out of everyone. Then on top of that, he got further greater depth on all of his sats. So that's the highest you can get. So
Sick.
he got greater depth on all his sats. No tutor, just literally just studying hard. Like the boy is too good. Like he's just too good. So yeah, he just smashed education. I'm really proud of him as what he's been able to achieve, like where he's come from. His behavior's getting so much more better as well. So I think he's finally, starting to realize how to be a better person as well. So, because for me, like I always say, the grades is one thing, but your character's another. And that's really, his character's really improving. He's becoming a much more better gentleman, which is really, really good as well.
Yeah, that's lit, man.
And then, so that's the W. Then L, I think, you know what? L, I've been having this and I've been praying to God, like, what's happening? Like, I've been having this where opportunities have been coming that I'm not asking for. Then I go for them and then they'll be like, we couldn't get funding, or we decided to go in a different direction.
I didn't ask you to come. I didn't ask you to come to me.
You came to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's happened a few times recently. And I'm just like, what's happening? So I've just been like, it's all right. It's all part of the game. But as I said, there's this talk that I really wanted to do with this company. I had to pitch to them. Like they reached out first. They saw my profile on the speaker.
And then you had to.
Then I had to pitch to say why I was the one. They loved it. Said, okay, we're gonna sign it off. Then they were like, unfortunately, we couldn't get it signed off. We couldn't get the funding to sign it off, and then ended up not doing it. And it's just like, all that work down the drain.
It's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that was my L.
My W. Antoinette actually treated me to Aura Sky Pool actually.
Come on.
In Dubai. It's like a rooftop pool on the Palm. Got views of Dubai. Insane.
How was it?
It's nice, man. It's nice to spend some alone time with Antoinette, which we're getting to do a lot more of. Just chilling off, talking, spending that quiet time together in it. It was really, really good. My L. Just Oslin, man. But my L is a benefit as well. Like I wouldn't have it any other way, but just Oslin, bro.
Yeah.
Just like, bro, it's a lot in it.
Right.
But do you know what? I've been probably some years ago, but I've been in a situation where I'm not even inspired enough to be busy.
Yeah.
I have nothing I could put my hand towards.
Yeah. Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So even in the L, it's a blessing. If that makes sense. So yeah, that's me, man.
I love that. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. Guys, thank you for locking in. Once again, as Eman mentioned, we're in the mix for the comments. So let us know what you want to hear about. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Love, man.